What's up, everybody? I'm Johnny Christ, and this is Drinks with Johnny. Thank you guys so much for being here today. I'm finally going to talk to our golden ticket winners. We did a contest earlier in the year, and 5 lucky guests got to be right here on the show. Today, I'm talking to the first winner, the first person I'm talking to that won, Devin Moore. How the hell are you today, man?
Great, man. How are you?
Hey, sorry I was late to this party. I just got done working out and talking to Matt Hardy on the phone, so I'm here having my protein shake and
Nice.
chatting with you. Where are you at in the world?
I'm from Houston.
I should have known by the hat. I didn't know you wore the Cheaters hat.
Oh, come on now. I should have saw that comment, too.
You really should have. You shouldn't have worn the hat, you know?
I mean, the Yankees cheated, too, but...
Well, I don't really care for the Yankees either, so who you got next?
Okay, well... Fair enough.
So you're out there in Houston, man. How old are you?
I'm 23.
23. Drinking age. Do you drink?
I do. I drink Shiner. That's my go-to, but there's several breweries around, so I go to those as well.
Shiner? Like, is that
Shiner
a beer?
Bock.
Shiner Bock, okay.
Yeah.
So you're more of a beer guy then?
Yeah.
And
Pretty much.
and that's your go-to beer. Do you have any? Do you ever drink cocktails when you're out and about, or?
No, I usually go to like pina coladas and all that fruity island drinks.
Well, you get along with our producer Sam. He likes all those fruity drinks too. I think that there's a time and a place for them. I'm not against a nice, a good fruity drink, but you got to have me in the right place, right? I got to be on the beach. Or,
Exactly.
Something like that. I'm not going behind this bar on a typical day and making myself a pina colada. That just ain't fucking happening. Let's put it that way.
Right.
So what else are you into, man? Obviously, you're a fan of this podcast and show, I assume, or did you just get put? Was this by a bet? Someone bet you to put your hat in the your number in the hat, or what?
I've been watching this show for a while. I've actually been a huge fan of the band since I was very little.
Which band is that?
What's that?
Which band is that?
Avenged Sevenfold.
Some people don't know, man. I read the comments. Some people don't know what band I'm from.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm the bass player, man. I don't get all the accolades and praise that some of my other bandmates get. You
need to be out there like Les Claypool or something.
Yeah, I would love to be like that, but it doesn't really work in this band dynamically. So
yeah.
So you said I'm sorry. You said you've been a fan since of Avenged Sevenfold for how long now?
Since I was like very little. So, I actually got the Rev's Death Bat tattoo tribute. That was my first tattoo ever.
Where'd you get that at?
It's right here. It needs to be touched up, but
brother.
Yeah, I'm trying to save some spots for like the future for y'all to sign around it. But yeah, so music and baseball, that's my only interest in things. So
what do you do for work, or are you still in school, or what?
I'm actually taking care of my uncle. He's on bedridden.
Oh,
So,
sorry to hear that, man. How
you.
old is your uncle?
He's 60s, in his 60s. So
Okay. A little young to be needing help like that. So I'm sure that's tough on you and the family, man.
yeah.
But so you're helping out with that. You're out in Houston. Baseball. You want to talk a little bit baseball? What's going on in the season?
Oh man, we just had a incident go on with Mariners, I believe. Bench cleared out. Our pitcher was kept throwing balls too close to the batters, and
Oh no, never the Houston Astros. Why would they ever be in the light for doing anything other than playing baseball?
man, like they're doing really good. We just signed one of the greatest batters we have, Alvarez, for 6 years. So there's that. But I feel like this is our year to win the World Series.
This is your year now. Can you do it cleanly?
Yes.
Because I mean, you did win just a couple of years ago.
Yep.
Are you saying we're going to get a rematch of possibly maybe Dodgers Astros again? Maybe see how that goes.
Yeah, hopefully, because we really need to sweep the Yankees and the Dodgers.
Oh, you need to sweep them. You're just pulling out the broom. You're not even. Oh, okay. You're that confident.
I'm confident. Yeah.
All right. We'll see how that shakes out there, Devin. I have actually had the pleasure of going to Minute Maid Stadium. Last time I was in Houston, we were out with. I think this was the time when we were out doing the Metallica run, and
I saw that.
Yeah, my family was out. It was great. That was my son's first baseball game, actually.
Oh, really?
Angels versus Astros, whatever year that was, 2018, I want to say. Yeah, it was definitely 2018. So I really like that stadium, man. I like that it's indoors. It feels a little close though. That glass wall behind outfield seems a little close. Have you been to many games then out there?
I have. I've been to several, and that's the only ballpark I've been to, and I really want to go to more. But yeah, I love that stadium.
Right on. Now, so are you when you go there, are you hot dog and beer? What are you getting from the concession?
Definitely have to get a beer at a game. I mean,
yeah, it's kind of un-American not to get a dog and a beer at a baseball game.
Exactly right.
I think they should offer a little bit more non-alcoholics in the stadiums, though. Because you still want a beer and a dog. Like right now, I'm on the wagon, so when I go to an arena or something like that, I got to settle for no duels. It'd be better to have like a couple more options, but beggars can't be choosers. You still get the flavor. You still get the hot dog and beer atmosphere. Have you caught a ball in the stands or anything?
No, man. It was last time I went. I was like in a perfect spot to like catch a foul ball or a home run, and when we left the game early, I got a notification that like my grandparents are watching the game, and they said, "Did you catch that ball?" Because it landed right where we were.
Yeah.
I'll choose they hit a foul, and it landed right where our seats were. So I was furious about that.
Oh man, you missed out. Now Altuve, I like. I don't like when he covered up like this when he was running through home plate and everything, but I do like because he is similar in stature as I am. I mean, he's obviously a lot more built, a lot more athletic, much more of a badass. However, he is the same height, so I like seeing guys. I root for the guys in professional sports that are a little shorter, like myself.
Yeah.
Now, back to you said so. Your two passions, as you said, are Avenged Sevenfold and baseball. We could get back into Avenged Sevenfold, but why didn't you name your third passion as Drinks with Johnny?
You got me there.
I mean, you're right here on the podcast.
Mine is going everywhere.
Well, let's go into that real quick, though. When did you discover Drinks with Johnny? Was it through the Avenged Sevenfold YouTube channel, as we called it, season 1, which it really wasn't? And then was it through that, or did you find it elsewhere?
I actually found it through the Avenged Sevenfold YouTube. And one of my other bands I really like posted that he was featured on it. He was with Motionless in White, Josh Balls. And so that's when
you started getting...
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because Yeah, obviously those episodes on the Avenged Sevenfold YouTube channel still live. You know, they're still there. They're also, we also have a playlist on our channel now. So you came in. So you really started listening more or watching more after the Josh Balls episode, then?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay,
A
so
bit more.
And that's safe to say then that was your first episode that you saw?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that still is that your favorite episode? Do you have like a top 3? Do you have or even moments, maybe not even whole episodes?
I really like the episodes where you sat down with Brooke Wackerman, Zachy, and Sin and his dad. Those were my favorites, and the story about you pissing on Sinister's dad was hilarious.
Is that the first time you heard that story?
I think so, because I've been hearing. I would watch all's like interviews from back then and whatnot, and hear different kinds of stories, but I don't think I heard that one.
Well, I'm glad we broke the news there. 10 years later. But or it was more than 10 years ago, or 10 years later, I should say. But yeah, those are fun episodes. We'll have to have them back on now that I have a little bit more under my belt. If you haven't noticed, I'm looking for you to make me feel better about this show. So I'm asking you to talk a little bit more about what you love about it. And,
okay.
I need that affirmation. I get down on myself. I can't even say it with that straight face. But are you? Have you discovered anybody through Drinks with Johnny that you hadn't known about before, music or otherwise, or professional wrestling and comedians, anybody like that, or are you pretty much sticking to the people you know?
I've been meaning to go through and watch people I haven't known, but lately I've stuck with people I've known.
And that's predominantly the music?
Yeah.
All right. Well, get your ass on it. There's a lot of other very interesting people on this fucking show, okay?
For sure.
I mean, for fuck's sake, I just got off the phone with Matt Hardy from the
I know,
Hardys,
that's amazing.
So, you gotta...
I grew up watching the Hardy Brothers.
Were you a wrestling fan then?
Yeah. UFC and WWE.
So you haven't gotten into AEW yet. Does that mean you haven't watched wrestling in a while, or are you still watching WWE?
I'm still watching a little bit of WWE. They've been taking out way too many of my favorite wrestlers, so I keep seeing promos for AEW. I'm thinking about it.
Hey man, don't take my word for it. Listen to some of the guys on the roster that have been on the show, and listen to what they have to say about AEW. You don't need to take my word for it. Go back and watch those episodes, listen to those episodes, whatever, and you'll see. I mean, I'm an absolute fan of AEW. I'm still a fan of WWE too. I'm not picking sides here. I'm just saying I'm a big fan of AEW. I think that they're two different brands right now, and it's an awesome time to be a wrestling fan because you get a little column A and a little column B, and you could enjoy it on pretty much every night of the week if you wanted to. So that's a good thing, and they're putting together some really great pay-per-views. Did you watch this year's WrestleMania?
I did.
Now that was a fucking WrestleMania to behold, right?
Yeah. I thought it was really awesome.
So off of wrestling and stuff, let's go back into a little bit of sports before we wrap this up, and then I'll talk to you about Avenged, I guess. Baseball, obviously, your first passion. Are you watching the NBA at all? Are you a Rockets fan? Are you watching the NFL? Are you a Cowboys fan then?
Oh no, not Cowboys.
Oh no, you'd be Houston. You'd be a I always forget that the Texans have a team. That Houston has a team too. I always forget. I apologize.
Yeah, it's understandable.
Well, they're not looking too hot right now.
No, not at all, really.
That Deshaun Watson shit going on, man. I thought.
Yeah.
That is, and now they're bringing in the whole team. Apparently, there's rumor that, I mean, by the time people hear this, it might not be rumor anymore. But it seems like it looks like the team is being accused of facilitating some of these acts that Mr. Watson was a part of.
Yeah, it's Houston teams can't catch a break for always.
They can't catch a break, or they don't give themselves a break. Because it seems to me there's two different franchises, and
Yeah,
neither
pretty
one
much.
of them have a clean streak here going. You can't even say anything, can you?
Yeah, I can't. You got me. But you got me again. I can't.
Well, okay. Well, I mean, at least the Rockets. I mean, although the team is in rebuild mode, at least they don't have anything going on outside of the court at this point. Are you an NBA fan as well?
I would watch very little. Um, Not really like I need to go to a Rockets game or
Okay.
oh, it's on. I need to watch it.
Even when they were good, huh?
Yeah,
Wow. Okay.
yeah.
That might be part of the problem why James Harden wanted out of there. I don't know.
It.
I'm
We
sure
did
there's
lose
I'm
them.
sure there's some good basketball fans in there too. I know I've always had
Yeah.
fun in Houston. You guys got some excellent food. That's one thing I will say is Houston is known for some excellent food. Unless you're a vegan or a vegetarian, I think you might be hard pressed to find some good food in Houston.
No, definitely not that.
I'm sure there's some places, but let's be honest. You know, one of the times I was in Houston, I want to ask you, since you're a native there, there is like some sort of underground tunnel tour that I saw. Like, we didn't end up doing it, but it was like I don't know, maybe it's not underground, but it's like building to building or something. There's like tubes. Do you know anything about this?
I don't.
All right. Well, that was a whole lot of help there, Devin.
I'm sorry.
So why don't you tell me a little bit about Avenged Sevenfold and your passion there, why you decided to get a tattoo. I mean, thank you so much for that. It's fans like you that help us keep going and keep doing the stuff that we do. That passion shown through, and I mean, I still can't believe people get tattoos on the regular in reference to our band. It's pretty crazy when you think about it, and
Yeah.
it's really awesome, man. So obviously you have that passion. What was the allure of Avenged Sevenfold to you, and the first your first concert, maybe your first song, your first whatever it may be?
Um, I growing up, I was raised with like becoming a huge Elvis Presley fan, and
Right on.
I have like corn and like heavy metal and all this listening to, but Elvis Presley and Avenged were my go-to. And the more and more I was listening to y'all, the more I was a fan. And when I heard the rev on the drums, my mind was like blown. I was like, that's incredible. And listening to sounding the seventh trumpet to um, one of my favorites, City of Evil. It's helped me through like difficult times, especially right now. Strength of the World. That's my favorite song and story. And like the reason why I got the Rev tattooed was because he got me behind drums, and the way like I would watch the video of him recording uh oh my god, it's like Almost Easy, where he goes like crazy on
The double ride.
yeah, him without making a face blew my mind. He played it off like it was nothing. I was like, that is ridiculous. I also had the DVD of like y'all walking around and he's chasing the duck and how the band got together. I
Yeah.
loved that. And just this really amazing special connection I have with the music, and growing up listening to you guys and having this opportunity to talk to you is just a huge dream come true. And I appreciate you doing this. And I love the fact that y'all are so interactive with the fans. I think that's amazing. And there's this actual story I got to tell because you're going to like this. So
okay, let's go, man.
In middle school, I was sitting at the very front of the class for a change, and I forgot to set off my alarm for the morning. So my alarm was a little piece of heaven, and the volume was all the way up, and it was to the part where Shadows was saying, must have stabbed her 50. It went on and on and on, and the preppiest girl behind me was like, that's something. And that was the day I actually saw y'all for the first time at Uproar, I believe.
Oh, right on.
And my phone was taken, obviously, and yeah. I had to tell y'all that story.
Yeah, no, that's great, man. I love hearing those stories. I'm glad you got to come out and see us at Uproar. Man, everything you just said about Jimmy, about the band, I appreciate you as a fan very much so, man. You know, we cannot be here. I can't be doing any of this without you, without fans like yourselves. So I want you to know we very much appreciate you. We are all a family in this together. This isn't just, us and you. It's us all together, And, lastly, to your point about Jimmy not making a face, that was one thing for everybody that since day one, Jimmy made it look effortless. Like, that was the craziest thing that, to me, even when I first saw him drum when I was in middle school or whatever it was, whenever the fuck it was, when I first sat behind him and watched him drum, his face emotionless, his hands everywhere, his feet everywhere, his head and face just barely moving, like as if this one part was in slow motion while everything else around him was just a supernova blowing up, which I really feel like is really pretty apropos to the way he lived his life. And I love that you have that homage to him, as well as getting to pick up the drums as inspiration from him. How long you been playing the drums?
I've been playing since, I want to say, 2007.
Okay, so you've been playing a while. You in any bands?
I'm all right. I haven't played for a while, but one of my favorite songs to play is "Seize the Day."
Oh, right on.
Yeah. So,
are you? I asked. Are you in any bands? Like,
my bad.
Jamming with other bands.
I actually do record. I don't play drums. I do harsh vocals.
Right on.
So,
well, that's very cool, man. We'll keep up the good work on that stuff. Again, keep up the good work with your uncle. I'm sure that's tough, but you're trekking on, and I appreciate you. And really, really, again, you guys and yourself, you are inspiration to us, man. You keep us going. So really appreciate your time and everything like that. Get back to it. Let's go Dodgers. And
can't say that.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you very much, Devin Moore from Houston, everybody. Golden ticket winner number 1. We'll call you number 1. I'm not sure which order it came
I'll take
in.
it.
All right, cool, man. Thanks again for the time, man. We'll talk to you again sometime.
Thank you.
Cheers.